Hey guys, and welcome back to Dragon Quest III, the HD-2D remake. Last time we did quite a bit, actually. Well, we did explore a little bit of Zoma's Citadel, but we mostly were just finishing up some things, such as freeing Rubis from her tower. She gave us some items and helped us make the Rainbow Bridge, which let us come over here. We also collected just enough mini medals to have 100, as you could see, so that we were able to turn in items for, well, more free items for us. And then we also got through the monster arena, at least everything we could do in the monster arena for now. And so that gave us some new items, which includes the metal wing boomerang, a goddess shield. I don't remember if that was from either the mini medals or from the monster arena, but both of those are very good stuff there, which we put on Scarcy, of course. I think we got an Empress's whip as well from one of those too. This is just also our equipment for the time being here. Not much going on with them. I think... Oh yeah, and then Tal also picked up the last of his legendary armor, the Auroral armor. And so, well, we got our equipment. We're pretty well set up now. So, we're going to go ahead and get through this. Now, before we go too much further, I will let you know that I also put a couple stat seeds down on people. Mainly, I gave Terry all of the defense, stamina, and a bit more agility seeds. I wanted to get rid of having to use the agility boosting accessory on her. I want her to be usually faster than Scarcy. Not always, just usually, so that she can also buff him sometimes with her Aegon ability. That's the main goal for that. So I boosted her agility using our numerous agility seeds to roughly the agility she had with whatever agility accessory I had. I think the scarf, agility scarf or something. I also then gave her all my stamina seeds again, the ones I had at the time. So now her stamina's gone up a bit. And I also gave her the resilience as well. That's why her resilience is so high. She's been getting all those lately. Now for Scarcy, I gave him all our luck seeds so that he has got more luck. I'm holding off on the strength seeds because I'm debating on if I should be giving some to Crag yet. Crag is kind of a mixed support, but he's a skill-based support right now. And he may need to go ahead and use something else. We may need him to be attacking sometimes, physically attacking sometimes. I'm not sure. I do like, though, that he's really just like he's like a skill mage in a way, and I really do appreciate that. But I didn't give him or Tal anything recently. I will be divvying out my seeds probably a little bit later in some other fashion. And I also want to show off a couple other things, which is some items here that we have. So, I found out the Sunstone does something, first off. This Sacred Stone is the stuff of legend in Alfgard. Cures all party members of the effects of sleep when used in battle. That's some pretty good fucking stuff right there, I'd have to say. So, I am looking forward to being able to do that sometimes. At least if Terry falls asleep, it's good for Tal to do that. Or if multiple people besides Tal fall asleep. And so that would be very useful. Then Sphere of Light, we're going to want to keep this in our inventory eventually, now that it's got powered up. Definitely going to need it for when we fight Zoma. And I think there's another one. Terry has... the Fairy Flute. It was just like I thought. It can put enemies to sleep. Not wake up, but it puts them to sleep in battle. Which... I think the snooze staff does the same, but I figured, you know what, we'll get rid of the snooze staff for now because that can actually be sold, and use the fairy flute as a little bit of a... Sorry, I should also reorganize that. Oh, the fairy flute gets put at the bottom. Alright. But anyway, yeah, the fairy flute can be go ahead and used to put enemies to sleep, so it's good to have. Anyway, with that said, we've already explored all over here. We went through a bit of a bunch of statues already in the middle room already. So, and we already went downstairs and found out there's nothing. I'll meet you over at the throne, and we'll pick it up from there. Alright, we're here, and there's fire. It doesn't even hurt us. That's funny. But anyway, we already picked up the mini-medal that was here. And we were also told in one town that I don't remember, there's a secret behind this throne. If you search around... said to search around, but do I have to search? Oh, I don't mind healing myself if I have to, but I'm having a hard time with finding it. Right, literally behind the throne. Okay, I already just healed myself because we were at half health. This stuff doesn't play around. Alright. We're in the stairway. Nothing? There is a oh, we do have monsters to, or monster to get still. Alright, I think if I remember right, this is where there's going to be a bit of hell when it comes to those... I forget what they're called. The things that make you change directions a lot. 2 treasures on this level. Monster not too far away to be wrangled. Let's go downstairs first, because I think that's where we would fall inevitably. 1 treasure, and a monster is nearby. Alright, nothing to snoop around here. Wait, what? Doesn't do anything particularly useful right now. Sorry, I wasn't reading the message. I thought it said something different. Let's go up here. Nothing. I don't see any monster yet either. We should get into a battle in a moment. Like that. I'm not sure if these are new or not, but I figured I'd show them anyway. We're gonna do my... I'm gonna be doing my usual Kazap, just get rid of them. You're gonna do Monster Pylon. I'm gonna actually have you hustle dance just to save us some... Nah, you know what? Nah, don't bother with that. Just go ahead and whip them. And you boomerang them. They're one group. Okay, they resist it. Oh, good. She buffed us. Alright, Scarcy's asleep. Terry's asleep. Terry's awake. Tal's asleep. Terry's taking a beating. That's not enough. These definitely are new. Alright, in this case, well, we're all fast. That's the good news. So in this case, why don't you should boulder toss. I'm going to have you go ahead and try using the, where is that? Stormlord spear, because maybe they're weak to fire. They are, and decent damage, but... Alright, 3 out of 4 ain't bad. Okay. So it's just Terry and Crab, but I think we can handle this. The Monster Pylon should do it. I'm going to have you hustle just to be safe. Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, these guys don't play around, and I can't just nuke them like I usually do. Nothing to snoop there either. Ah, over here. It's a bastard sword. What a bastard move. That was the only enemy. Sorry, that was the only item. Now, where is this monster? Oh. Stay on, Padfoot. Is it behind one of the pillars, maybe? I'm gonna have to check each nook and cranny now, I guess. Nothing here. Alright, I'm getting to a point where I may off-screen finding it, because I know it's in here. And it's all connected here, so it's not like I'm missing anything else. Maybe it's behind one of these pillars. No? 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 Am I blind? Maybe I am. Well, next monster battle I get into, I'm going to off-screen finding it. Actually, this is a battle. There's a new enemy here. Frenicor's not. You're not. Hocus Poker might be. I don't think so. It's the one-man army, that is. I'm going to have you Monster Pylon. I forgot to heal you, and I wish I didn't. Didn't forget to heal you. Egg on Scarcy and see if that helps. Oh, no, we didn't have to worry. Okay. Yeah, because that works on them. Anyway, I'm going to off-screen finding wherever that monster's hiding. Ah, I missed it. It was right over here. Also, Scarcy just stole a Staff of Strife, so another bounce staff. Nice, from last battle. Anyway, calm down. That'll be great! We now have a liquid metal slime. I think it's our first one. I think we only have one regular metal slime. So there's Quicksilver. Alright, I'll meet you back upstairs. Alright, we're back up here. I didn't get into a battle since I last saw you, so there's a good chance I'll be seeing one in just a moment. For now, we have these type of puzzles to deal with. I'm going to slow myself down a bit. Alright. So anytime you're on one of these, always go the direction you don't want to go. So I want to go down. Down means right. So, up. Up, up. Okay. We don't want to go left, so left. Alright. We want to go right. What is it? Up. There we go. Oh, I see what they did. I think I want to go... Ooh. If I fall, I'll meet you back here, but... They did a smart thing here where... I did a dumb thing where now I can't just keep going until I can move on my own. I have to make a decision. Well, you know what? My decision is going to be down, down. Oh, sorry. Let's go up, up instead. There we go. That makes it a little easier to see. Left. Alright, nope, we won't want that. We want down then. Can't see if a treasure's over this way or not. I know the correct way to go is the middle path, but I think there's something on one of these sides, so... Left, left, nope, down. Alright, so there is a treasure on each side then. 2 treasures. There's another monster somewhere around here. Padfoot. Scourge Whip, we already have one. So maybe it's 1 treasure per side. Alright. Orange means down, so... If I go down on that, we want up, up, down, up, down. Now we to go. Oh, no, no. I forgot I have speed up. There we go. Nope. Down, down. And there. Alright. What do we have behind this treasure chest? Money. Alright. And since you already saw me cross this, I'll meet you right in the middle. If I fall, though, I'll let you know. Okay, I did actually fall down once because I rushed, so I did have to go back. It was when I was coming down back from the right side, I immediately just fell down, and it's like, well, that sucked. In any case, 2 treasures, monster in this vicinity. Looks like we do have quite a bit of a way, so I'm going to go to each dead end, of course. Anything... Nope. Snooping as usual. Up there. So 2 treasures and 1 monster. Ah, there it is. Dragon Dojo Duds. Did we get those at one point? Yeah, we did. Okay, so we know what those are. Alright. May as well snoop anyway. Alright, here's the decision point now. I'm going to go on the outside, because I figured that'll give me an idea of what's around. And same here, where I want to stay on the outside. Plus this is the dead end, so I figured this should mean something. Ah! Last bit of treasure, and monster! Hello. How are you doing? Soothing voice time.
I suppose I have nothing better to do.
And we get Sky. Hi, Sky. Alright, and our last bit of treasure. Double-edged sword. Alright, so we just gotta progress at this point. We have to go all the way around. Alright, so I'll meet you up. Or we could have made a turn at the in the North Hall. I'll show you what I mean in a moment. Here's what I meant. So we're gonna go right back here and let's make our way downtown, because there ain't nothing left. No treasures on this floor and no more monsters to worry about. Again, helps make my exploration a little bit easier. Almost there too. Alright, let's continue. But yeah, I just found out the dragon zombie, I'm better off just using Kazap anyway, because even though it's weak to fire, my fire attack is so much weaker than my Kazap. So, anyway. Next floor. What are we looking at? Oh, this is a room of a lot of treasures, if I remember right. We're also about to have a bit of a cutscene, if I remember as well. Oh. I didn't expect it this early. Dun 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 dun! The party see a solitary fighter on the bridge, locked in deadly combat with a many-headed monstrosity. Oh, can't move forward. Nothing of Snoop. Let's hurry and help him. I think we all know who that figure is. Good block. Critical hit. You know what? This makes much more sense than it did in the past, that's for sure. Oh, hey! We have some bozos in our way, stopping us from fighting. Oh, wow! That's a party. Let's see. Dragon Zombie, Soaring Scouger, a Hydra, Soaring Scouger, and Franticor. Alright, Kazap will take care of most of them. You're going to Kazap. You got a Monster Pylon. I want you to egg hit on Scarcy, and Scarcy's got the boomerang on. Go for it. Just in case someone survives. Yeah, like I thought. Okay. Alright, he's going to do stuff to us. This should finish him. Nice. See, this makes more sense than just watching in, like, oh, good job, you're doing stuff. Finish him. And the Hydra runs away, I guess.
Is somebody there? Seems my eyes and ears are done for, sadly.
To be fair, that makes sense with the fire going right up your face. Tal firmly grips Ortega's hand.
Oh, praise the goddess. Oh, listen, you probably don't know me, but I need you to pass on a message.
Oh.
I'd been living under a haze until recently, but I remember it all now. I am Ortega of Aliahan. I left behind my dearest wife and newborn to set out on a quest. One that I fear has now reached a premature end. What I wouldn't give to hold my little one's hand. To give them something to remember me by.
Oh, okay. That got me a little bit.
Oh, my darling child. Oh, you must resent me. The way this journey tore my family apart has long filled me with regret. If only I could have spent more time with them.
Tell her, Ortega, who you are? Yeah! Tal squeezes Ortega's hand and exclaims that his son stands before him. But he can't hear.
Sorry. I know you're trying to tell me something. It's just my ears won't hear it. At the very least, I can feel the warmth of your hand on mine.
Oh.
Though, it would have been nice to see the face of the last person I talked to.
Ortega places a hand on Tal's helmet. I have his helmet on.
A fine helm indeed. It tells the tale of the long adventure that led you here today. These scratches make it clear it wasn't all plain sailing. But nonetheless, you stood tall.
You know, I knew this was coming, like that, yeah, Ortega is unfortunately fated to die. And, you know, in the previous games, he used to make fun of how it's like, dude, save your spell, your MP. He cast all these attacking spells when he had heal all, and it's like, dude, if you had enough heal all, you could have won. But this makes so much more sense, for one. But again, knowing all this speech is actually getting to me a little bit. Like, not a lot, but enough to be like, oh, shit.
I may have failed as both a father and an adventurer. But I know you can do what I could not. Goddess Speed, my child.
I guess only badasses leave a corpse. Sorry, no. If you're not a badass, you leave a corpse. But if you're a badass, yeah, you just fade away. This is the part where having party members that don't talk can be a bit much. Also, I'm just going to do a little bit of housekeeping with my items and get our MP back up, and I'll be right back. Okay. I went ahead and healed us up. Or MP'd. Got our MP up, I guess. For the ones that need it. And we keep moving. Nothing over here, but I want to check anyway. Sometimes there's just cool decorations, and, well, this is kind of a neat statue, I guess. But yeah, in any case, yeah, the Ortega thing, that was well done. I'm glad that they didn't do the same thing where you see him using up all of his MP stupidly or something, because that definitely would have taken away from it a bit. If I remember right, there's actually nothing in that pocket room. It's all in that one section in the back middle. Nothing here. Alright, this is the treasure room. Alright, 6 treasures. I see 6. Alright, we'll start at the end. I already know what one of them is, at least, and I think some of there might be mini medals too. Mini medal! Alright. I think there's 2 mimics. Diamond. Oh, did I have a diamond for everybody? Hold on, before I deal with the mimic, possibly. Yes. 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 Okay. Yiggly. I'll be stocking up on those in a for the fight. That's for sure. There it is, the Sage Stone. Now we can do basically a mini heal us anytime. I'm planning to give it to Crag because once he runs out of MP, that's going to be actually a very useful thing for him to be doing. I'm thinking to rely on more of Scarcy for healing. Anyway. Another prayer ring. That's good. I actually broke one while I was getting all my MP up. There it is. The Shimmering Dress. Now, it's different from the ones from the DS era. This is essentially the light dress. And, well, you'll see in a moment. See, the Magic Bikini, that's pretty good. But the Shimmering Dress, it reduces damage from an enemy magic as well as fire and ice attacks. And it gives more of a defense. And also it doesn't have, you know, such a skimpy outfit. Less of a skimpy outfit, I should say. So, that's Terry's ultimate armor, really. And speaking of, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the Magic Bikini because, yeah, the light dress does, or sorry, the Shimmering Dress does a better job. Alright, and with that, that's all the items. Time to just progress to the stairs. Now, I thought there was a mimic, so I guess I lose that bet. I will be also putting all the MP up I need to as well eventually, but yeah. I'm pretty much... Oh, I thought that was the way over. I'm pretty much set on my items, but I will be rearranging things because, yeah. But also, I'll be applying some seeds as well. Here we go. Alright, so let me go ahead and get us all up to par, and I will be right back. Alright, I arranged my equipment a bit. I realized as I'm doing it, like, oh, wait a second, I'm probably going to have to redo this somewhat because of, well, what's coming up ahead. But that's okay. In any case, I'm mostly focusing on cold resistance because I don't believe there's any fire in our near future, or at least not right away. And everyone has some at least decent general fire resistance, except for Crag. Crag might get hit pretty hard. But yeah, like, Scarcy has the Goddess Shield for it. Terry's got the Shimmering Dress to help her with it. And I might switch Crag off. I have him on the Epic Apron because I know when we face Zoma, again, I don't think Zoma has any fire-based stuff, and Dragon Mail only covers fire. So I figured, you know what, may as well help with his magic resistance, at least. So I may switch to the Dragon Mail for some fights here or there. But in any case, this is the equipment I came up with. And for items, Scarcy's got only the Falcon Blade because he shouldn't need the Boomerang coming up. Though I might throw the Boomerang in his inventory just for the first couple fights we have to do. Terry's got all her stuff. I switched her to the Hermes hat because I just feel like, just in case there's wind spells, it seems like a good idea since the other helm just helps her with defense only, and it's not by much, so you may as well. But I did get rid of some of her other usable items, so she only's got Kasap, Kasizzle. Sorry, this is Kaswoosh. I gave her the Sword of Kings, so she could use Kaswoosh. Kasizzle, Sandstorm Spear for Dazzle, which I don't know if I'll be using that much, but it might be worthwhile. Anti-Magic is going to be used. The Bounce Staff is going to be very useful, and a Resurrection, of course. Power Shield I probably can get rid of, but again, I kind of leave it there because it's free. Elfin Elixir, everyone gets one. Dazzle Me Not, everyone's getting at least one. She's got one Yiggleaf, everyone else got two because she has other things to do, like Fairy Flute and Oomph Powder. Scarcy, we have all of his general stuff. Falcon Blade, I think I showed this already. Yeah, Sage Staff for healing, and yeah, this is what he has. A lot of similar stuff here. Same with Crag, he's got mostly similar stuff, but he's got the Sage Stone to help out with healing if we need him to. Tal's going to be probably the main healer, as mentioned before, but it's good to have some backup just in case. As for Tal, well, I think I showed him already, but yeah, he showed it his gear, and he's got a couple of things that are similar. He's got a Sage Elixir as well. That's mostly for if Scarcy really needs MP, because Scarcy does not need Elfin. The Sage Elixir is going to give him almost all the MP that he's going to need. But we got a bunch of Dazzle Me Knots in case, and then Tangle Webs are useful because they are basically just Deaccelerate. So you may as well have that. And of course, Oomph Powders. That said, time to move down. No treasure, no monsters. Oh, this is a way to get back in case we need it. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm just doing this to activate it. Just showing you where it is. So, like, literally you could just exit out, heal up, and then come back. So that's kind of nice. Alright. Now that we've activated that, it's time to head forward. Cutscene! I forgot to mention I did put some stat seeds, more strength seeds on Scarcy. I'll show that when we get a chance. But anyway, hello!
So here you are at long last, here at the place of sacrifice.
I think it's more like the place of your doom.
I am Zoma, bringer of oblivion.
Oh, I love that game.
All life shall be sacrificed to my glory. All shall despair. All shall kneel.
No.
Come, offer yourself unto me now. Arise, my minions. Obliterate them. Let me feast upon their suffering.
Well, it's better than our innards. First up, the one that killed our father. They back up a little. Round 1, the King Hydra. All right. First things first, I'm going to go ahead and see if it's susceptible to Kazap. You are going to Wild Side, of course. I'm going to have you go ahead and see about lowering it somehow. It won't have spells. It's probably just going to have breath. So in that case, just lower its defense for now, and I want you to go ahead and... Let's see... Oomph Powder? Yeah, Oomph Powder yourself. Zap did not work. Alright, because Zap did good damage. Ow. Crag froze with fear. And Tal fell asleep. Alright. Tal fell asleep and Crag lost his turn. Try to Wild Side again. I'm going to have you go ahead and egg him on. Actually, you're going to hustle because I want you some healing. And you're on your Falcon Blade. Let's go ahead with... You know, try to see if Sleepy Slap can work. It'll do double damage either way. Oh, you lowered us all down. He fell asleep, so he lost a turn out of it. But we are now all slow. Except for Crag, who's got a weird conflicting thing there. Why don't you go ahead and Monster Pylon? If you get a chance, I would love you to try to Sobering Slap Tal up, assuming he doesn't wake up this turn. And you know what? Keep Sleepy Slash, if you could stop him. Alright. Of course he woke up. She tried to taunt him, but that did not work. Alright. You heal up Scarsy. You double monster... I'm debating on attacker, really. I don't see his name in anything, so hold on. Yeah, it doesn't show me anything. Okay, I wanted to make sure. I can't see any weakness yet, so at this time, attacker, you're going to go ahead and try and egg on Scarsy again. And at this point, you may as well try... Sleeping is helpful, still. Backdraft would actually be pretty good too, but not while you're oomphed up. Miss. Okay. Frozen Fear. Lowers his attacks by 1. A little late on that. Everyone's still slow. That's not good. Omni Heal. You're slow at this point. I want you to try a Tangle Web for the end of turn here. You're going to hustle just in case it doesn't go through, and I'm going to have you keep Sleepy Slashing. Alright. Omni Heal went anyway. Okay. Got him through sleep. Alright, his agility's low. At this point, I'm actually going to have you Oomph Powder Scarsy, because we're going to use his big weapon here. You're going to go ahead and do another Wild Side, I think? Yeah, you're out of Wild Side, so yep. He's at yellow health at the moment. I want you to try and egg him on. And you are going to use Persecutter, because he's asleep. 1,800 each! Oh! Holy shit! That worked out well. Oomph and Egg On, and I don't know if Egg On actually made it in time because I wasn't paying close attention, but damn. Scarsy got a level out of that. Well deserved, too. Take that. I may need to reimburse some items there, though. First path down, and let me just show you. Yeah, you see it. His attack's now at 388, but where is it? Oh, status. Excuse me. This tells us everything, but yeah, Scarsy, I gave all this the remaining strength seeds I had. So plus that level up helped him get even more. I think I also gave the 5 remaining agility seeds to Crag just to get him a little bit faster. I'm not expecting him to be very fast, but it'll help him a little bit. I don't think I had any other seeds that I had left over after the ones I already gave out. I do have still HP and MP still left over because I figured I should hold off a little bit since I don't think Crag will need them as much as I think he does for the MP. And for health, I have to gauge on what we encounter. Right now, I'm only thinking Scarcy might need it based on what the damage he's been taking. But anyways, it looks like we're in good standing, so why don't we just keep on going? Oh wait, I want to get my more oomph powders in, so bear with me one moment. Alright, I replaced all the items. Let's continue. Number 2.
Truly an honor to be in your presence again.
We already beat you.
But on this occasion, you will not humiliate me as you did in that infernal tower.
Well, fuck you too. Oh boy. Alright, well, it's the soul of Baramos once again. This is a case of we want him to be anti-magic. You wild side, I want you to also anti-magic. We just really want this guy anti-magic. Actually, no wait. We want to start with the Tangle Web. That'll let us have some more options here. But then we can go ahead and have you... Where's the step? Anti-magic. And I actually even want you to do anti-magic as well.
Take this.
Alright. Oh! She stunned him! Puff puff! And this fucking spells... Fucking shit. Man, that's crap. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and have you oomph powder Scarcy so he can just jump into this. You are going to Monster Pylon, double it up on that. I don't think Baramos Soul has a lot of attack power, so I don't think it's a big deal. I'm going to have you try and egg him on, maybe? No, I'm going to have you Kasap. And... No, sorry. She should be spamming anti-magic. I always forget about that. And you can go ahead and try Sleepy Slash, see if it works.
Ready now.
He is affected by sleep. He's asleep, but he can cast spells again. We don't want him to wake up because we want Scarcy to go first. I am going to, What is something I could do to help set him up? Why don't you... That wakes up, I need something to help set up. So I think you keep anti-magicking just in case. I'm not going to have you attack, even though it would be very helpful. I would like you to... Double focus wouldn't work. This would... that's going to be helpful at another junction, not right now. Healing, we don't need it. I wonder if it says double actions. I wonder if it'll double action a Staff of Anti-Magic or not. This will be a good way to test it out. Sage Stone would have also been useful too, by the way. Double Anti-Magic. See if that works. You're going to egg him on. And you are going to Persecutter. That setup is amazing. If we can actually get it to work, anytime we can get that to work. Look, I know that feels a little cheesy, but if we actually can get him to sleep, fuck yes. Also, yeah. Nice. And Crag learns cold breath. Down for good. Down for good. What do you have to say for yourself now? Oh, he doesn't have to. He doesn't say anything. Never mind. How are we doing? pretty good. Alright, I don't think I need to put anything in anyone's hands just yet. So, next up... Oh, wait, no, I do. I have one more thing to set up. I just remembered this guy. Next guy is all about the physical attack, so bear with me just one moment. Okay, the only change I really did was I gave Tal the spiked armor just for this fight so that he can reflect damage back if necessary. But this is going to be some painful fighting, just so you know. In fact, how fast are you, Crag? I hope that's enough agility. I don't know if it is. You know what? I'm going to also give him some agility up equipment. Maybe just like a scarf or something. Just get him up. One moment. There we go. Mercury's bandana. I decided just one, just to start him off, and also so I don't have to rearrange his gear. All right. That should give him just enough to be decently fast. Let's move on. Because this is going to hoit. Dun dun dun. Roar. He doesn't have anything to say. The bones of Baramos have entered. Alright. So for this, physical damage is really scary. Do I have anything that would help against him? If I remember right, he basically is like immune to almost everything. Because he's just a physical fighter, but he's immune to all statuses, probably. So for this, so I wouldn't be able to put him to sleep. That's just for curing dazzle. Why don't I oomph you anyway? I don't think we're going to be putting him to sleep and doing our cheesy strat, that's for sure though. So I'm going to have him just go all out on the attack. I'm going to have you go ahead and use attacker because we want to lower that attack. I'm going to have you... Don't bother snapping him. He's basically got like no defense, or supposed to have like no defense if I remember right. That's how it used to be anyway. And putting him to sleep again is not going to work. He doesn't have spells. I'm thinking egg on. Also, she's missing an ability, and I don't remember what ability that is. But in any case, I think egg on will have to be the idea here. Why don't you egg on Scarcy? Scarcy, I want you to go ahead and... again, statuses aren't... I don't think statuses are going to work. Propeller Blade will give you the extra damage. Pretty good damage. Sorry, was not fast enough to help. He took 94. Ow! And he just murdered Scarcy. Yeah, that's why I was trying to get her in a little bit better. I'm gonna have Crag... No, Crag shouldn't revive. I'm gonna have you go ahead and... I don't really want to use a Yiggly for this right away, but I'm gonna have to. Yeah, Yiggly him up. You already lowered his attack by 1. Time to Wild Side. I'm gonna have you... You don't have an easy way to heal others, do you? I should have got the Sage Staff for you as well, instead of having to rely on Hustle. But you know what? We're gonna Hustle. Give Tal some help. Oh no, not her attack. Alright. This is one where I'm going to have to probably spam Omni Heal. You need to attack her again. I'm going to have you keep egging on Scarcy. Scarcy's just got to keep bursting through with this attack, I think. Because he heals way too much. Alright. 4, 4, 6. Puff Puff did not work. Alright. You're on healing. You need to Monster Pile. You're healing. Sorry you got her attack lowered, but that doesn't matter much. Why don't you try oomphing Scarcy, and Scarcy keeps Propeller Blading. $581, pretty good. Really? That was 800? So we did 1200 that time. Did he just break the oomph? No, he didn't break the oomph. Okay. You can heal yourself easy enough. You're going to go ahead and keep the monster pylon. I want you to go ahead and egg on Scarcy, and you propeller blade. 405. So 800 there. Good heal. There you go. Okay. That was a little rough, but we got through it. Like I said, he's a little scary. And Terry hits level 44. And now we've got to definitely prepare ourselves for Zoma. Does he have anything witty to say? He does not. Right? You would think he would. But anyway, I'll be right back because I have definitely got to rearrange some things. Okay, final preparations, guys. So, we have Tal, and he's going to be on the Falcon Blade. I'm not really having him attack much in general. He's going to be supporting and healing most of the time, but he's got his legendary gear. That should be enough. Even though I don't really care for the helmet, it's still probably the best helmet he can be wearing for now. He's got the mirror bracer so he can fast heal, and also a little extra ice resistance. Figure that's useful. That's equipment. I should be going over items. Item-wise, I sorted out some things. I don't think anti-magic's gonna work. I'm holding out hope for snooze, maybe, since it works on some bosses. Maybe it's for make persecutter more useful. Sage Elixir, Elfin Elixir can dazzle me not. So quite a few of those because he's a support, I figured. 2 Yig Leaves, 2 Tangle Webs, 2 Oomph Powders, the Sphere of Light, because, you know, duh, we need it, and Sunstone for emergencies. Crag. We have Snooze Stick for same reasons. Staff of Resurrection just for extra revivals. Sage Stone in case we really need some extra healing, or background healing, I guess you could say. Sage Elixir, Elfin Elixir, Dazzle Me Not, just in case. I had to put one more thing in here. I might give him one more Dazzle Me Not. Yig Leaves, may as well. Tangle Webs, because, hey, agility down's pretty good. Debuffs can be very useful. Oomph Powders, of course. Then we have Terry here. Oh, with Crag, antifreeze earrings. Yeah, we needed those. In any case, Terry here, she's got her mirror shield for some of the magic, shimmering dress for basically a little bit of everything, and antifreeze earrings to lower that ice damage. Orochi sword to debuff for Kasap, Stormlord sword for Kasiz. I got rid of the King's sword because I feel like it's not going to be useful. It's just swoosh. So, and I don't know. I'd rather stick with just one attack power type. I have Bedazzle in case it can work. Staff of Strife for 1 bounce spell if we need it. I don't see myself needing it, but I gotta see how people take damage, and then we'll base it off of that. I think it's just good to have in case. Staff of Resurrection, of course, we have that. Elfin Elixir, Dazzle Me Not, 3 Yig Leaves, Tangle Web, Oomph Powder, and a Fairy Flute for, again, for holding out hope for sleep. Scarcy's got the Falcon Blade, but I have the Dragon Claws on him because it's his best single target attacking weapon, and I figured I may as well have it on here, even though technically I could use the boomerang just fine. There's something about single target weapons that make me feel more secure than that. But that's just in case I can't get through the defense very well with Falcon Blade, so I figured to keep that there. But he's got his gear already on. Sage Staff for if he really needs to help out healing. Staff of Resurrection for revivals, of course. That's if we run out of Yig Leaves. Sage Elixir, Elfin Elixir, Dazzle Me Not, a bunch of fucking Yig Leaves. Tangle Web and Oomph Powders, because we're probably going to be burning through them. I suspect him to be pretty bad about attacking, debuffing us. So, in any case, I'm just going to go ahead, give Crag one more Dazzle Me Not, and then we're heading for the fight. Alright, and I did that, and I just realized I forgot to let you know, I gave Scarcy all the HP seeds to bring him up to a more respectable health, since after that last fight here where he just got demolished, I wanted him to be able to survive a little better. So, he's at 391 HP now instead of that 320 or 340 or something he was at before. But that was all our life seeds. So I hope this works. With that said, it's time, Zoma.
Still, you cling pathetically to life.
Well, yeah. Do I have to press a button? Okay.
It seems only right that I should have the joy of dealing the killing blow myself.
So you say.
Now come, show me how beautifully you die.
Well, we're a beautiful disaster, all right. That's a lot of ice. For Zoma! But he's shrouded at the moment. First off, now it's time to lower this battle speed. The other ones I didn't feel were warranted it. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and start off with the Sphere of Life. We definitely want that. You are going to try and wild side. I'm going to have you throw a Tangle Web. And you... Let's see. I guess you could attempt to oomph powder yourself. He had a bit of a face there when that happened. Oh, that's just his normal face.
So, you have learned how to overcome the wards of sorcery that protect me.
Yes. Also, sometime I want to try to see if I can beat it, unless they made it unbeatable in this version. I don't know.
It matters not. Come.
Come.
Dash yourselves on the unfeeling shoals of my might.
Ripple disruption emanates all party effects. We didn't have any, but that's okay. I guess that now we started for real this time. All right, slow him down. Wild side. See if you can oomph him. And let's see. For shits and giggles, Sleepy Slash. He's affected by sleep! Okay. That's a game changer right there. And he's slowed right now. Alright, at this point, support stuff time. Alright, you're oomphed. I think you did everything you could there. I don't know if you have anything else that you need to do. At this point, you may as well just zap him. See if that does anything. You are going to go all in on Monster Pile, because I think that's the best damaging stuff you've got. You are going to try and lower his defense, and you keep Sleepy Slashing. If you can stun lock him, that's amazing. 6-11, pretty good. Good. Nope, nothing this time. But we did lower his defense. We got good ice resistance. His agility returned to normal. Okay. You have any more Tangle Webs? You have one more. Alright. Tangle his webs. Monster Pile on. See about egging him on? No egg-ons needed yet. Why don't you try also putting him to sleep? Where is it? Fairy Flute him. And you Sleepy Slap. Good damage. He's sleeping. Did she just wake him up? She did not. Are we just gonna fucking annihilate him? I think we're about to. We don't want to wake him up. See if you can put him in a deeper sleep, I think, is the idea here. You... Soothing Song, Focus Pocus, I don't know. I think this may just end him. I honestly want to go for it. Let's see. You already got oomph on him. At this point, yeah, just Snooze Stick. See if it doubles up on Snooze Stick. No, wait. Actually, no. Sage Stone. See if it doubles Sage Stones. You are going to egg him on, and you're going to Purse Cutter.
Time to heal.
That's one. Does he do it twice? He does it twice! Oh, that's amazing, actually. 1, 2! Well, that was extraordinarily easy. Persecutter, holy shit! Look, I know that's a little...
You have done well to defeat me.
Sorry, I don't want to interrupt.
But whilst there is light, so too must there be darkness. I see that which is to come. Another shall rise and take my place. The omens are already there. Open your eyes. And when he comes, you will be powerless to protect your craven kind, for you will be long dead.
And he dies. But I was going to say, I know that fight might have been a little anticlimactic, but holy shit, that was exciting, actually. And I got to learn a couple of things, too. I don't feel bad about that because this is an unorthodox party, and that just happened to work really fucking well. Besides, there's more to this game than that, and I have a feeling... You know, this is an unoptimized team for sure, so, but I have a feeling... I like how everyone runs like this. Hero in the back to make sure his party gets out. And I did it with the... You know what's funny? I don't think Terry goofed much on that fight. He goofed once, and that's it. Ooh, I can't see shit. Oh, that hurt my eyes a little. And we died? I mean, I know there's a post-game, but... Ah! That can't be been healthy. Your story objective has been updated. Well, we gotta get out of here, but we know spells don't work down here. No use for... that's not the word. Evac. Yep. So we gotta walk on out. Yeah, this is that tunnel where we got some of... I think the shield. Yeah, I'm going the right way. If I remember right from the old game, there's something else that... Oh, here he comes. Oh, that's how they're doing it. It closes up behind us. The scar shall never be healed. Another time where I wish the party spoke or something. Well, it stopped shaking, so that's good. I'm really glad for this map, though, because I just know in the past I used to get lost even without the map. Not that there's any monsters that we could see. Alright. Left and up and left. It'd be funny if, like, the map started showing, like, things getting, like, closed off as things, well, fell apart. Well, look at that. A lot more beautiful than the other eras. Castle in the sky. A thunderous rumbling echoes from the skies above. It almost sounds like a giant door slamming shut. What could that mean? Well, we have West Tantegal. Wait a second. Our zoom list is very, very small. That's right. Unfortunately, we cannot return back home now. We can only stay around all we could do is, we have to live here now. Now, I'm going to go ahead and mess around a bit. I'm going to see if there's anything interesting from other places. If I see them, I'll show you them. Otherwise, I'll show us all back at Tantegal. Alright, we're at Galen's house.
At last, I will know with peace, and even my son Galen thinketh upon the future. But wonders never cease. All this thanks to thee, stranger. We are in thy debt.
Speakest thou the truth, stranger? My Galen, my son, he is doomed to return? Thou bringest glad tidings indeed.
That's about all we can get here. Alright, I'm back at the boat, the docks where we got the boat.
Thou hast chanced to arrive at a truly momentous juncture, stranger. Now hark thee well, and hold on to thy hat. The great evil hath been put down, and peace reigneth over the land once more. Thou knewest already of this? Thou art in fact the slayer of said beast? Zounds!
I wonder if that's going to be a repetitive dialogue, but I'll let you know. His child just goes like, hooray, peace is restored. Alright, this fellow over in Damdara says,
Hear ye, the Lord of the Underworld is slain, and peace hath returned unto the land at last.
This might be unique dialogue, I don't know.
Art thou the self-same hero who did the Lord of the Underworld destroy? But thou art mere stripling. This is a miracle indeed.
This is probably generic dialogue, but I wanted to talk to the weapon shop person.
Welcome unto thee, wanderer. Lo, the world is great, and the God is good. I say unto thee, all prices shall be halved. What sayest thou? Thou no longer hast need of weapons and armor? Oh.
Alright, this is the other weapon shop that never opened.
Goddess be praised, at long last the name of my child is decided. Lo, the boy shall be called Magog. His shall be a name that resoundeth around the world, and down through the ages.
Okay. Let's also talk to Magog, I guess, or the mom, too.
Lo, our child hath a name at last. My husband hath set his heart upon Magog. It is unique.
Wah, wah.
Alright, then. Alright, the innkeeper has something more to say than generic stuff, so I thought it'd be kind of fun to hear it out. Even if it is going to be probably generic dialogue in other towns.
Welcome, weary pilgrim, to the inn of the wayfarer. But behold, the sun still beateth down and full lustily from the heavens. Surely thou canst not rest while such glory yet abideth. But hearken mine insolence. Without thine efforts on our behalf, such glory would yet be denied us. Oh, hail thee, hero!
Here's Lena, who helped us get a magic bikini anyway.
I once danced most successfully in the town of Asham, but these are merely mere memories now. I have come to a new world, and here I shall make for myself a new life entirely.
Okay, this one's kind of funny.
Shouldst thou travel southeast of this place, thou wilt reach in the end of the mighty fortress of Kandlin. What sayest thou? Thou knowest already of such things. My friend, I have naught else to tell thee. In truth, I have naught else to tell any man. I seem capable only of repeating myself. Curious.
I love the little meta jokes like that. Okay, this is funny. The horse has a little music symbol. Nay! Even the horses seem to be grateful. I now talk to the well person in Damdara.
Lo, the line above seemeth brighter somehow. Whatever hath come to pass? What sayest thou? The dawn is come at last? But that can only mean the Lord of the Underworld is no more. And 'twas thou who didst smite him? By the goddess, thou art mightier by far than thou seemest, wanderer.
This guy just tells you about the party at Tantegal.
The castle town of Tantegal hustleth and bustleth in preparation for a great celebration of the world's peace.
Alright, I don't know if you guys remember, but these neighbors were fighting.
Yea, though the world be at peace, I, alas, am not. My venerable neighbor sneezeth yet relentlessly. Gah.
Well, let's stop talking about him then. And here's that venerable neighbor now.
Achoo! Achoo! No, I just still, even now, take my name in vain.
though mayhap it would be wise to give thanks that my name lingers yet on the lips of anybody at all. Aye, at my age, 'tis a miracle indeed. Achoo! Alright, this one's just a little weird. It's another innkeeper. And this is in Cantlin now.
Lengths of delay, traveler. Our inn may trade freely once more. Lo, I must prepare. Good morrow, sir. Good morrow, madam. I trust thou hast slept most soundly, and will now pay handsomely for thy lodging. Yea, the coming of dawn is a great occasion indeed.
Oh, because now you could say, good morning now. And here's Galen.
It is I, Galen. Friend, I have come to a most momentous decision. No longer shall I roam. I mean to return unto those from whose loins my genius did spring.
That's a gross way to say it.
And once home I shall compose of an epic telling of the tale of thy most heroical deeds. 'Twill be a song to end them all, a song to make the rest seem mere ditties.
Alright then, go play with your ditties. Oh, fun fact, the monster arena is closed. They put a little gate up. And there's even a guard over here that tells you to hurry the fuck up.
Hail, hero, pray make haste unto the king. His majesty awaiteth thy coming most eagerly.
And this layabout says,
what a delight! It burneth mine eyes. Light? Can it be? Hath the dawn come at last? Then the Lord of the Underwood is vanquished.
oh, happy day! Alright. And this gentleman.
Thine efforts have brought light back unto the land of Alfgard. Now the life of this world may begin anew.
But will not thrive without the sweat of the brows of great heroes. Thine aid is yet needed. I beg of thee, do not forsake us.
You are forsook. Also, we can still hurt ourselves. I debated on trying to hurt, get us to knock ourselves out or something, but it can't do that. It only takes you to 1. Oh, hey, this guy said,
I had thought to create a great statue, that it might be brought to life in order to protect the town. But praise be, such protection as it would provide is no longer needed. 'Tis a pity that the name of Golem, by which I would have called it, shall go unused, but this is a trifling price to pay for peace.
So he made the golem, though. Kind of cool. We're at the Shrine of the Spirit, and we're meeting with this elf lady.
So it was you who defeated the Lord of the Underworld, was it? But where is Ortega? He's not... Is he...
Yes. What if I say no? No. Sniff. Alright. That's an answer. And that means we could talk to the associate of the goddess that helped us.
Thanks so much, Tal. We'll never forget what you've done for us. Ruber's told me she's looking forward to meeting you again, someday.
Maybe I'll pay her a visit. And one of the other shrine people here, the one that helped us make the rainbow drop, is saying,
Ere thy strength be spent, hero, thou must needs turn thine energies to the continuation of thy line.
Laugh not, child. 'Tis thy duty to posterity, to all mankind. So basically he's saying, go out there, get laid, and make babies. Okay, this is funny. I just tried to return to the Shrine of Rubus, and this is what happened.
Thou shalt be celebrated for aeons to come for thine efforts, and surely none can be more delighted than Rubus herself.
Okay, how about you?
That the Lord of the Underworld hath been bested is a fact I could scarcely believe. Thank you.
So you're... Who the fuck are you? Oh wait, they were in the background. That's what it was, right. When we went to this tower, we ran into a couple people that were just kind of lingering outside. I guess they're now playing bodyguards for her or something, I don't know. But that's a little annoying. I get it, but... Alright, this is a guy that said, like, that he didn't think he was alone with this world but felt bad or something, but now he's...
Yea, I am happy indeed. I am glad. I give praise and thanks unto the Most High. I had thought myself not long for this world, but seemeth that I shall live in a while yet. Huzzah!
It's not a very unique, but it's sort of, so I figured include it. Ah, one of Kandor's men.
Oi, yeah, then they used to be a load of monsters round, eh? Oh, tell me I'm not imagining things again. Well, at least the way the tentacle's clear now. The way boss will be together again soon enough.
Alright, and then we have this dude. By the way, this guy and the last other two that I spoke with, I believe, are all from Remolder. Anyway.
Peace reigneth at last. Praise be unto the highest. Ah, would that mighty Ortega were here to see this day, he would surely be overjoyed. Where art thou, Ortega? Wherefore didst thou forsake us?
Well, sorry, he died. I didn't mean to talk to you. He died. Sorry, dude. Okay, this is funny. This is one of the guys that mentioned something about being inside of... saw inside of the castle and no one believed him. But anyway.
If perchance thou shouldst wish to form a gang of outlaws now that thy quest is done, pray count me in.
Yeah, but most of these people just say generic stuff like, oh, peace is here, or oh, lo, you are mighty warrior indeed, and a bunch of shit like that. Alright, this guy, the one that wanted to look at our magic key.
Ah, friend, I have attempted to manufacture magic keys, like unto thine own, in every respect. Alas, the process is proving far more difficult than I foresaw, and maybe some time till I am able to faithfully reproduce one.
That's a nice little clue in for Dragon Quest 1, anyway. I wonder if the Kandar's men will have anything more to say. We're in the Quagmire Cave, the one that they were digging to get to Remolder.
Hello, mate. Got the day off today, thanks to Zoma apparently giving up the ghost. Don't believe it for 1 second myself, but I ain't complaining. Did you hear Zoma's prompted scrogs? Mad, innit? And that's not all. I've been given a day off too. The boss is finally smart on me. No clue who did the rottering, but I'm pleased as punch. Cheers to him, whoever it was.
Alright, it's unique at least. Alright, some of the other workers here.
What sayst thou? The morn has finally come to the lands above. If this be true, then verily we must make haste. Dig, my boys! Dig ye for all that you're worth! Aye.
Do they have anything interesting to say?
Quickly, that we might bathe in the sun's rays all the sooner. Hup, hoi!
Well, they are actually moving faster.
Remolder, call it unto me!
That's actually kind of funny. Alright, we're in call now, and the greeter person, I guess you could say, just says this.
Hast thou truly vanquished the Lord of the Underworld?
Yes.
Thou hast? Then it is as we had thought. When first the light returned, we knew at once what it must signify. Zoma is fallen. All hail the Saviour!
What if I say no?
Bear thee not false witness, friend. It befitteth not our Saviour.
And then it just says the same thing. This weapon shop owner says something slightly different.
Peace is ours. Now commerce may begin again in earnest, though the trade in weapons and armor may now be somewhat diminished.
That's true. Alright, we're at the bathhouse, and the lady here says,
Behold the public baths. Enter, wanderer, and cleanse thyself. You will find doing so in the morn rather pleasant.
Well, let's do that, and we can join the old man here.
Oh, such heat! Lo, 'tis an exquisite heat. A healing heat. It is the light of the world that we must give thanks for its being. And to thee,
purple. Good. That will help make life feel a little bit better. And I think this is one more of Kandar's men.
Well, if it ain't the man of the moment, I heard you sent the big bad Zoma himself packing. Thinking I'll celebrate by taking all the lads to go and see the boss.
Hey, good idea. Alright. And here's the witch.
Lo, Zoma is slain and the passageway he wrought by main force into the other realm closed. The land of Alfgard steppeth, with much blinking and rubbing of eyes, into the light of dawn. But alas, thy way home, this too is lost. Thou art destined to end thy days here, to lay thy bones to rest in Alfgard soil.
Well, aren't you just a pocket full of sunshine? Jeez. And here's the wife of the blacksmith here in call.
The light of the dawn, how could I forget its grace, rolling through the fields? But in old Japan, there too was a golden dawn, one now lost to me.
And us too. Oh, this is a little bit different.
The man iron shop upstairs who speaketh over the land of Japan, they seemeth strangely stricken. Wherefore on such a day for celebration as this?
Wonder if he knows. Alright, this guy inside the item shop has something to say.
This is absolutely brilliant. Now that the land is free of monsters, we can trade again. Speaking of which, I don't suppose you'd be willing to sell with me that rather lovely sword of yours, would you?
Yes.
Haha, just pull your leg, of course. though I would love nothing more than to own the blade that slayed thy Dark Lord, are not nearly heroic enough to deserve such a treasure.
And here's just some generic dialogue.
Thou art a true hero, friend.
There's a lot of that, by the way. Here's the blacksmith.
My former home fades. I turn and face a new land. Heart heavy, soul free.
Yeah, he knows. And now we're in Tantegal because all the rest have been finished. I am going to go ahead and speak to everybody, starting with you.
Lo, is it not? It is! Friends, the news hath reached us here already. Thy vanquishment of the great fiend is a miraculous feat indeed. But what manner of beings are you, to smite such a foe? I am in awe.
Well, to smite him, we just put him to sleep, and then friggin' Scarsy ruined his day. I guess I'll do a couple freeform talkings.
Praise be, the menace of monsters no more. We are free to travel and trade without fear of molestation.
Ugh. Well, I mean, you still have bad people.
Then is it true that thou didst defeat dread Zoma, lord of the underworld?
No.
I thought it difficult to believe. Thou art not mighty seeming.
Then it can only have been he, the comely older fella. Aye, Ortega. Praise be to Ortega, slayer of Zoma. Oh, what I would not give to lay mine eyes upon the glorious Ortega and convey to him my thanks.
Ew. Don't talk about the hero's dad like that, jeez. Ah, he has something different to say.
Our forebears did descend into this realm through the great pit of Hydra. Truly they were intrepid souls indeed. We can but speculate as to whom it was who named this place Alefgard.
Perhaps Aleph.
But whomsoever it may have been, surely this day they do smile down from the heavens. After all, they could not but rejoice at the light of which batheth the land once more.
Indeed.
Good morning hath broken. Aye, this is better indeed. Long have I struggled with the necessity of ejecting guests through the eternal night continued, but now the dawn is upon us, and I am free to greet them with the new day and send them on their way.
I kind of like that. I like the little different in dialogue. What about you, sir? You're sleeping.
Whence issued such radiance? Ah, 'tis surely but a dream.
That wasn't very interesting. Alright, we definitely have to get some new dialogue with Kandar. Let's say hi to him.
Did I hear you right? Did you give the Lord of the Underworld himself an hiding? God blimey! No wonder I got me behind every time I tried to fight you. You've shown me the error of me ways in more ways than one. I never do nothing bad ever again.
Yeah, I heard that one before. I think this is the same dialogue as before, something similar. But, anyway.
I am engaged in the study of methods for the removal of curses. I shall free the people from curses, just as though thou hast freed the world from evil, and brought peace upon us. If ever thou shouldest
I hate that word.
suffer a foul curse, thou must visit me here and receive benediction. I shall await thy coming.
Ah, this old man upstairs.
When rain and sun, the twain do meet, the rain's bow shall a bridge complete. So went the ancient rhyme, and it seemeth it spake true. 'Tis thanks to thee that the dawn greeteth this realm once more. We are in thy debt, wanderer.
Oh, nah. I thought he had something better to say. Alright, we're in Tantegal now. I think everyone's going to say go to the king.
Thou hast returned, the king hath received word of the smiting of the dread Zoma, and waxeth full merry.
Alright. I'm going to look around and see if there's anyone to actually talk to. I don't think so, but I only started this recording here because I was worried that something would trigger. So, but anyway. Yeah, this is some generic dialogue, so let's see if there's anyone without generic dialogue. Ah, this is the guy that used to say peace be with thee and give them P. Sorry, peace be with thee used to be the old translation. Anyway.
For thy great victory, thou hast our heartfelt thanks, child. Yet no man can say what the future may hold. Other evils may yet arise to assail us. We must needs be ever vigilant. Ere thy strength be spent, hero, thou must needs turn thine energies to the continuation of thy line.
Left not. Oh. Oh, he's just like the other guy that from the shrine. Never mind. He's another guy telling us to get laid. Alright, outside and behind the castle, we have this gentleman.
Merely, thou art kind indeed. Though the king himself awaiteth thee, thou takest the time to speak with this humble sinner beforehand. I shall not forget thee, hero. The tale of thy deed shall be passed down through all the generations to come.
I just thought it was kind of funny to be like standing, you know, giving us the point of, wow, you went out of your way to speak to this NPC. This is the guy that helped us find the Sunstone. He just went like, oh, the light is back. He basically went on about that, and then he's like, oh, did you have a reason to talk to me? And then he's like,
Dost thou truly mean to entrust the Sunstone to my keeping?
let's say yes.
Then my dream, it foretold the truth. Praise to be to the Almighty. I hereby and most humbly accept unto my care the sacred stone. Though we bask now in light, if ever evil shall cast a shadow over us again, we shall have need of the Sunstone. Thus I swear to hold it ever ready, until such time as it is needed to bring peace unto the land once more.
Cool. We're just making some moves here. Alright, this guard had something different to say.
This realm was given form by the benevolent Rubus. Thou hast met with the Almighty herself?
Yes.
What sayest thou? She made a gift unto thee of the sacred amulet? I am just beyond measure.
What if I say no? No.
Thou spake falsely?
Oh. He's so disappointed. Here's the cook.
Verily, not a busier day have I known in all my life. We must make ready for the great celebration. There will be meat enough to feed an army. Prepare to gorge thyself till thine aching bowels cry mutiny.
That's very graphic, lady. Thank you. Ah, the treasure guy here.
The sword of kings? But was it not rent asunder by the lord of the underworld? How came thee by such a treasure? Didst thou suffer greatly in order to attain it? But no, though I had thought thou carried the legendary blade, it is but a falcon blade. Didst thou truly slay dread Zoma with that?
Oh, what if I actually do equip it? Alright, I didn't realize he looked at it. Does he forget it? Yes.
I had not imagined such to be possible. Thou hast been through much hardship, friend.
What if I say no? No.
I had not imagined such to be possible.
Thou hast been through much hardship. Okay, whatever. Alright then. Alright, we're in the throne room. I don't know if I can talk to everybody, but let's see.
I shall compose a song of thee and thy companions, the like of which the world hath never heard. It shall be a song sung down from the ages, through the ages, and all who hear it shall hail the hero of our realm.
You?
At any rate, the Lord of the Underworld is no more. The land shall rejoice from the mountain top to valley bottom on this felicitous day.
You're gonna say the king waits? The news of thy days hath reached us already. Get thee before the king. He awaited thy coming full eagerly.
Thou hast vanquished dread Zoma. Thou art a hero indeed.
His Majesty awaiteth and most eagerly go thee unto him.
Lo, I had not dared even to dream that such a day as this might come. Thou hast our undying thanks, wanderer.
These are all the generic dialogue I was hearing before.
I am overcome with gratitude. Thou hast saved our fair realm. I have gone basket in life once more.
Oh my, thou speakest even unto one such as my lowly self. I am honored, truly. But please, the king, he awaiteth thee. Thou must needs to go unto him.
Yeah, that's so weird phrasing. Hail to thee, mighty Tau, blessed Saviour.
Art thou blushing?
Go thee, quickly now, and see the king. Well then stop flirting with me, my god. No, I'm joking.
The light, behold such radiance, such warmth. Never have we known such glory. We no longer need fear the darkness. All hail Tau, long live Tau, hero and savior.
Generic dialogue, yeah. Is there anyone else to speak to? I don't mind showing this part. I could just go outside and say fuck everything, huh? You know, I might do that. I'll let you know if I see anything interesting. There's a priest out there, but he basically said some generic, like, peace come to the land, we must make sure it stays this way, or whatever.
That a hero should come forth with strength enough to vanquish the Lord of the Underworld. And for one so young at that, I would expect no less from mighty Ortega's heir. Thou shalt be exalted for ages to come. Alas, that so fine a man as he should meet such an end, he shall be sorely missed, child. 'Tis scant consolation, but I am certain he smileth down upon thee even as we speak. Verily, thou hast done thy father proud.
Alright, now it's time for the big finish.
Silence in the royal chamber!
Not much silence.
News of thy deeds hath reached us, and we have eagerly awaited thy coming.
So I've heard multiple times.
Thou hast done well indeed in smiting dread Zoma, lord of the underworld. That thou art returned to us unharmed is a gift for which we give thanks unto the Almighty.
Indeed.
Morning hath broken on our kingdom at last, and all is thanks to thine earnest efforts. Though it seemeth that dread Zoma's demise hath sealed the doorway between our realm and thine own.
Yeah, you kind of screwed us.
Alifgard must now take its first steps as a world in its own right. It must emerge, blinking into the dawn of its becoming. All is thanks to thee and thy companions. Thou art a hero without equal.
I don't know, Scarcy did most of the damage.
I do hereby bestow upon thee our kingdom's highest honor, the title of Erdrick, which meaneth dwelling land in the ancient tongue, a name befitting the land's chosen hero.
So our bloodline is Dwelling Land. Okay.
Thou shalt be known to all.
I'm glad they keep Erdrick in instead of going back to Loto. That's something that's kind of cool. Now, Loto is, I think, the official one, or possibly Roto. I forget which one. I forget if it's Loto or Roto, but it's cool that they use the old translation for a lot of the modern translations.
The story of Erdrick's deeds shall take its place amongst the legends of our realm, and shall ring down through the ages.
Thank you. Dun 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 dun. Or is it the regular theme? Nope, regular theme. And now the celebration happens. A bard and oh, I was like, what is that group gonna do? All right, dancer time. Here we go. The four heroes. A thief, a possibly drunk or weird silly girl, and a wild guy, and then an actual hero. Oh, the little little kid with Terry makes sense. Scarcy with the little girl, not so much. Oh, I already gave him the sacred stone, sunstone. But okay, the hero is dropping off his stuff. Scarcy's just hanging with the people, you know, a priest and a boy. Terry's partying with the bully and that guy. And Crag's hanging out with the middle-aged folk there. Fuzzy, why'd it go Fuzzy? And so Tal, savior of Alfgard, passed on to the legend of the realm that as Erdrick, hero of the land. Excuse me, wow. It's a little hard to read that. But when the celebrations finally died down, our hero was nowhere to be seen. He died. No. He went to do his own thing. He left only a sword, a suit of armor, a shield, and an amulet behind, and these became great treasures of the kingdom. He kept the helm, though. The helm's fucking his. Erdrick's sword, armor, shield, and mark as the secret amulet came to be known were handed down through the generations. And we get to find that out in Dragon Quest I. Thus were the seeds of salvation sown. That's a little neat effect. There's the theme I was waiting for, though. I don't mind this episode being a little longer. It is, after all, one of the endings, I assume, or the ending, main canon ending. Before we get into other stuff. This was a good remake, though. And this is the time where I review the game. And honestly, I've definitely enjoyed this. This has been so much fun. Dragon Quest III, honestly, is not one of my favorites. I enjoyed it. It was always my middle-of-the-road game. This made me actually really, really like this. They balanced out the characters to be more interesting, more useful. Terry being like the way she is, like as a goof-off, is actually marginally useful, even if she can also be just as useless at times. But like her goofs actually do things that help in battle more often. She has abilities that she can actually use to help. Hustle Dance is amazing, by the way. Egg-On is amazing. To be honest, matching her with Wildside, double Hustle Dance would be amazing too. If I was trying to min-max I definitely would be doing stuff like that. But I for my first run, I always prefer to try to not to min-max things. I try to just go with what I have with me and on normal mode. I might revisit this sometime and just do a mini challenge. Oh, they're back to their old ways and are looting the place. Yeah, Kandar, of course you would. But I might do a run where I put it on the hard mode instead, because this has all been through normal mode. I have not used easy mode once. Oh, Gallon came home. But yeah, I have not used easy mode once. I've only used normal mode. And maybe I'll do another run where I do hard mode, but I'm not going to like show dialogue like I did. It'd mostly be just like the fights and just showing at me getting my ass kicked or showing different aspects of things that I'm doing. I'm guessing that's the magic key guy. But yeah, I would probably be doing a lot of grinding off screen and then showing you the fruits of my labor for it. But there's a lot of ways to, I'm seeing a lot of ways to min-max. Personally, I think, oh, there's the golem created. I don't know why they're showing the kid, but okay. But I probably would, I have a lot of ideas that I could see working for min-maxing already. For instance, oh, he went back to Rubus's assistant. That's a smart idea. But I could definitely see going to like having the thief Scarcy becoming a monk as well, so that he has all those abilities plus also all that strength and crit. Oh, we're seeing from the other perspective here, the hole. That's the guy that gave us the silver orb, and that's from the pit of Yega. Oh, and this is in the Shrine of Dharma. They're all celebrating. But yeah, like if I don't need to, I'm gonna try not to do a lot of class changing in the post game. But if I need to, I may. Oh, the king from Ortega decided to visit the dwarf that was guarding the cave. That's interesting. I actually kind of like this. And oh yay, the pepper owner's son finally got married, or they're together and they're owning the shop. That's awesome. But yeah, I'm gonna try for the post game not to do any min-maxing really. Oh, and now Japan is following the way of the goddess, I guess now. I'm assuming, or they're just having a meeting. Who knows? What else do we have here? Oh, the Samoa, and that's why the ghost of the one guy there is there. I don't know who the guy with the shield is exactly, unless it's his son, maybe? And don't remember for this one. Yeah, I'm not sure about this one here. Maybe it's the oh wait, that's probably the merchant town. And there are Great Bird is now going to rest again. Good move there. But yeah, that must have been the immigrant town that was having a meeting before. And oh, this part hurts. The hero's mother, she lost her husband, and now she lost her son. Oh, the Great Bird's going to the Dragon Queen? Oh, to see the hatching, I assume. Yeah, the biggest sad is really the mother in this. And that's unfortunately, I believe, the canon ending, too. Ugh. Yeah, that got me a little bit right there. An act by Tal. Oh, the cave. Cool. Here we go. It's time for the egg.
Your Majesty,
I'm not
fear
touching
not,
anything.
for I will see that thine offspring grows into a fine leader of the land.
Hopefully not the Dragon Lord.
I promise. Nay, I swear upon my name. The name of Hargon.
Oh! But wait! That doesn't make sense. So that's Hargon? 1 and 2 HD-2D remake is when it will be continued. Yep. That's when you get to see the whole story going through. Yeah, because this was the prequel. And now, let's save. Oh, by the way, this is when I had an error in my recording. So, we're going to go ahead and record here. We're going to do the post-game. But yeah, the worst part is really just how unfortunate the hero's mother has been left behind. She only has it's either her father or her father-in-law that's with her still. And it doesn't make, the reason why it doesn't make sense for Hargon to be mentioned here is because Hargon is supposed to be in the world of darkness / Alefgard, not in the world that the hero came from. Unless you use a sort of teleportal or something. But in any case, by the way, the background changes as you play through, just like with the Dark Prince. In any case, guys, that was the main game. We will be doing the post game, but for now, I hope you enjoyed. And next time we see each other, we'll be doing post game stuff. Hopefully, I won't need to overgrind or min-max anything, and I'm going to try not to, but if it comes to a point where it's necessary, I will. Until then, take care, guys. Bye-bye.